Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody? This is Louise, the Mad Black Woman. I'm Louise Hicks. I'm the host of Aim to Purpose Spiritual Empowerment Hour. And I saw something the other day where it just popped up in my feed. And I said, let me watch this. It was about P. Diddy. And then it ended about election 2024. Now, y'all know election 2024 is right around the corner. And I've spoken about it before. And after seeing this clip with Stephen A. Smith and this attorney, where they were talking about P. Diddy's case, then they ended on the election. And I wanted to share my perspective about it. And again, I'm Louise Hicks, your host of Aim to Purpose Spiritual Empowerment Hour. So subscribe, give it a like, comment, give your thoughts, your perspective, because this is just my perspective. And I've been doing this for some years now. I started 2014 with my son, Ken Mason, where we did Aim to Purpose, the radio show out in Hollywood, mother and son. And we had a great 3 or 4 seasons. And then we decided to take a hiatus. And now he's doing his own thing with the Kinetic Hour, where he talks a lot about fitness and wellness, among other things. So I started my own show, Aim to Purpose in Spiritual Empowerment Hour, because my goal is to support and elevate our people, Black people, to a higher level of consciousness. And the reason I decided to start this podcast is because I had seen so much in terms of my experiences and my exposure over the years, over my 73 years, because I just turned 73 on March 4th. And I've gone through a lot and I've seen a lot. And I just saw some of the toxic information and how we are approaching one another and how we are not um, we're not unified. And that's something we need to do. We need to come together as a community, because I believe it takes a village, because that's how I was raised back in the 50s and 60s. And we need to get back to a lot of that. So with that said, let me share this clip with you, and then I'm going to briefly give you my perspective, because like I said, this is about the election that's right around the corner. So let's go ahead and share it, and then I'm going to speak about it briefly. Won't be long, but I thought it was pretty interesting how we are on the Democratic bandwagon. I'm not, but some of us really are on it heavy. So let's take a listen here quickly.
I'm going to give you an opportunity to check me on my own show, because one of the things you got on me about was that, you know what, how I've been so disgusted with the Democratic Party, because we're relying on a soon-to-be 82-year-old for 4 more years. And I respect your opinion so much. I respect your thoughts so much. It's not the first time I've interviewed you. I'm certainly hoping it won't be the last. But I want to give you an opportunity to get at me because of that before I let you get on out of it, because I know you do. Go ahead. The floor is yours, Aretha.
Okay, what I want to say to you is you have such an incredible platform and following, and people respect you and they look up to you. And we need your voice pulling in the direction of saving this democracy. So please save your complaints and all of your gripes about the Democratic Party until after we win this election. It is not a perfect party by any stretch of the imagination. I have my own complaints, some personal issues I have with the party.
And we're going to talk about this at a later date. Yes, we are.
I am mature enough as a voter to recognize that everything we believe in this country is on the line in this election. And we have too many folks with powerful positions and platforms pulling against us. So those of us who are going to vote for Joe Biden, and you told me you were one of them.
Yes, I am.
Then you need to check yourself so that you are not sending conflicting and contradictory messages, because somebody will tell me, well, Stephen A. Smith said he's disgusted with the Democratic Party, so I'm not voting at all. So not voting at all is a vote for Donald Trump.
I would never encourage people not to vote.
No,
I would never do
you're
that.
not encouraging them purposefully and intentionally, but when you say you're disgusted with the party, somebody could interpret that to mean don't vote for the candidate that's at the top of the ticket for the party.
Oh, I'm going to have you back here to discuss this at a later date. Oh, I'm going to have you back here. I appreciate it, though. Thank you so much. There's so much I want to touch on that, but I appreciate it.
Okay. Okay. I'm disgusted too with the Democratic Party. And I'm not voting for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. And I did not vote for them the last time, nor did I vote for Donald Trump, because I'm not voting for any evil, because I see both of those parties as one snake with two heads. And as I said, I am Louise Hicks, your host of Aim to Purpose Spiritual Empowerment Hour. And subscribe, give it a thumbs up, give it your likes, and let us know your thoughts. Who are you voting for? And I don't discourage or encourage anyone to vote or not to vote, because I feel it's your business who you vote for and whether you choose to vote. However, like I said, I'm not voting for either one because I cut my ties with the Democratic Party when I was in my 30s. I became an independent, and that's how I make my decision about voting. Now, I have voted Democratic. I voted for Barack Obama. And over the years, as I have looked back, I have been voting since I was 18 years of age. And now I'm 73. And as I said, I became an independent in my 30s. So it's been a long time, I guess over 40 years or so, since I've been an independent. And when I look back, I hear what you guys are saying, Attorney Martin and Stephen A. Smith. However, I don't feel that if I don't vote, that I'm putting Donald Trump in office, because if he gets in office, he gets in office. If he doesn't, he doesn't. However, I'm not voting for either one. And it's up to everybody else to vote for whomever they feel will best serve them. However, I can say that the Democratic Party has not served us. Look at who they are serving now. The Democratic Party is serving the migrants. They're not doing anything to elevate Black people. And we always go out and give the Democrats our vote. We vote over and over and over and over and over. We get the same results. And if we weren't getting the same results, we wouldn't be out here protesting about reparations, protesting about getting a bill signed to protect Black people, just like they signed a bill to protect the Asians. And I don't have any problem with signing that bill. However, when would there be a specific bill? Because we've had so much discrimination leverage against us. And all of this stuff, we know where the root cause of it is slavery. That's the root cause. And some of us talk about we got freedom. And where is it? If we had freedom, why are we going through all these struggles that Black people have gone through over the years? Most incarcerated people in America. The school system it sucks. Because when you look around and look in the Black neighborhoods, what do you see? Now, how are you telling me that voting for Democrats has been a democracy for us? And to make America great again, has it ever been great for Black people? I don't think so. Because Black people go to work on a daily basis. You're in a hostile environment. And I'm telling you what I know, especially when you speak up and speak out. because I have been there and done that. So why are the Democrats inviting rappers to the White House as if they are our leaders and entertainers to the White House? They're not our leaders. The people they should be inviting to the White House, I don't see them inviting them. They only invite the people that they know that they can manipulate and feel that you guys, the entertainment industry, including sports, because that is a form of entertainment. Why do you in the White House, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, why do you think these people are our leaders and you can invite them into the White House and think that they speak for us? Because I do not consider any rapper speaking for me when they go out and degrade us. No other black women, only the black women, rather. They don't degrade the other ethnicities, but they degrade us in their rap songs, and not all of them, the ones that do. They degrade us in the rap songs. They uh, push drug usage in our communities, and we know this is by design to keep black people held back. And they promote killing one another. But you invite the rappers into the White House. Why is that? I would like to know, why do you invite these rappers into the White House, entertainment people who do not, most of them do not help to elevate because they have their own little individual behaviors and their own, they're individualist. They're not helping uplifting within the Black community. They're not talking about coming together, and they have all this money. So why are you inviting them to the White House to influence the masses of Black people to vote for you when you give no return on that voting investment? None. Because if you were, we would not be in the situation we are collectively as Black people, our net worth. So they're not our leaders. And I feel I'm going to vote for who I want to vote for, and it won't be either one of those. And so I respect you both, Stephen A. Smith, for your voting, if that's how you choose to vote, and you, Attorney Martin, I'm sorry, if that's how you choose to vote. However, don't try to tell us who to vote for and how we should vote, because I have a brain and I'm using it to vote for who I want to vote for. And it won't be either party. I'm not voting for either one. And I don't believe in that vote, the lesser of two evils, because I don't want to vote for any evil and I'm not going to. So when you guys can come together with some solutions for the Black community, then I can see this. But how can you tell these people to vote for people, for these people in the White House when they are doing nothing for Black people and just, oh, elevating the migrants that are coming over here? And why don't you do something about that and go and talk to Biden, since they seem to be thinking celebrities are our leaders? Why don't you guys go and talk to Biden and Harris about sending these migrants to their cities and some of the white cities? I noticed they're only going to the Black cities. It's like they're trying to wipe Black people out in Chicago, New York, all the Black cities. And you want us to vote for Biden and Harris? I'm not voting for anybody that does that to our people. No. And Kamala Harris even said she wasn't going to do anything for Black people when she was campaigning. And I know, being from California as Attorney General, she sure didn't do anything to help elevate Black people. So don't stop telling us who we should vote for. Because I tell you what, Black people are waking up and understanding and seeing with all this migrant crisis, what Biden and Harris are doing to the Black communities? Nothing. So I just wanted to come in. When I heard that and I saw you say that, I just had to speak my piece because I do believe in speaking up and speaking out. I have too much of my mother in me, and I always believe, and I tell everybody, collectively, we are a powerful people. We have to flip the script. Remember what First Timothy 1:7 says, for God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and a sound mind. And what you guys are saying now is that we should have fear. Oh, you put Donald Trump in there. Oh, this is going to happen. That's going to happen. No, stop putting fear in our people. And that's what you celebrities are doing, a lot of you that are out here uh, peddling for Biden and Harris. Because you're saying, oh, you get Donald Trump in there, it's going to be doom and gloom. The world is going to come to an end. And I don't believe that. He's probably not going to be any worse than we have right now, Biden and Harris. So I don't depend on either party really to elevate me, because we as Black people, we better start learning how to elevate ourselves. And we have the power to do it. It's just that we need to, as Dr. George Fraser said, connect the dots. Come together as a people. Spend our money collectively to build together and elevate ourselves so that we can thrive collectively and not just survive. So stop all this fear mongering and telling people, oh, uh, if you don't vote for Biden, or if you become a couch potato or whatever, and you sit around and don't vote at all, it's going to be doom and gloom. Well, it wasn't doom and gloom when Trump was in before. So I don't see any, I'm not fearful of whomever becomes president, because I look within of my own power, because I know where my power lies. So let's flip that script and stop putting fear in people, because you do have a lot of influences. However, a lot of people are pulling away from these celebrities because they see what you're doing and see Hollywood is weird. It's a lot of weird stuff. And Cat Williams said it all. However, like I said, I've been around 73 years and this stuff is not new. It's been circulating. It's just that he came out and started being more forthcoming with it, but it's been circulating and it's been in the grapevine for a long time, long, long, long time. So stop putting fear in people and let people make up their own mind, because we are a brilliant melanated people and we have the capability to elevate ourselves and vote for who we feel will best serve. And I don't feel either one of them will best serve us, because it's been proven over and over and over for decades. Democrats haven't served us in our best interest, and now they certainly are not. They're serving the migrants. That's who they're serving. And I'm so happy to see Black people speaking up and speaking out, because we have some now that are on fire, and I want them to stay on fire. Some of you Gen Xers, you millennials, and you Gen Zs, you're on fire to elevate. But some of you out here, you are spewing nothing but toxic information and divisive information, and you need to check yourselves. But you're doing it so you can get money. And we have to stop and think about what you're doing and what's going to happen if you keep spewing all of this toxic information out and that's divisive, because it's hurting us and it's going to continue to hurt. So think about what you're doing and what you're saying, and take it from some of the old schoolers like myself, who are about elevating, sharpening each other's tools, because we will perish for lack of knowledge if we don't elevate one another and come together with power. Remember that. Power, power, power. For God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Flip the script. And I'm going to say, flip the scriptures. Okay? Remember, your power lies within you. Let it loose. And this is Louise Hicks, your host of Aim to Purpose Spiritual Empowerment Hour. Give my videos a like because I love to elevate. I'm the mad Black woman, motivated and determined to elevate our people to a higher level of consciousness because many of us are sad and we are drowning. We need to come out of the trauma, and you can do that with a positive mindset and through therapy. And I'm totally for it because I do therapy and I've done it for years. However, you better pick your therapist carefully because all therapists are not good therapists. You got some toxic therapists as well. So, with that said, have a good day, good evening, good morning, wherever you are, whenever you're watching this. And I'm Louise Hicks, your host of Aim to Purpose Spiritual Empowerment Hour, the mad Black woman motivated and determined to elevate my people because I believe charity starts at home. That's how I was raised in the 50s and 60s as a baby boomer. So take care, and I will see you next time. Bye bye. Much love. And your power lies within you. Let it loose.